You don't like the Steelers?
Nah, they always beat up on us in the 80s and the 70s and 80s.
Yes, yes.
You know, Lynn Swann, Starward, Franco Harris, of course the great Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, you got
I remember that squad. That was one of the, if not the best team that Pittsburgh had in the last 30 years.
Yeah, and then they had that great defense, the Steel Curtain, you know.
Steel Curtain.
There you go.
Steel Curtain.
Let me ask you.
I mean, we had Jaws, but it's cool.
He was from Youngstown State, he went to. I know about him too.
Yes.
Hey, you fought for so many years, man, and you gave inspiration to older guys like me.
Yep.
What was it about you that other fighters, they can't seem to do it? You know, to be at an advanced age and be successful.
I think the discipline going further in your career after success, I think that's where not only boxing, but I think that's where most athletes will be challenged at. And that is once you get the bread, right? Once you get the bread in your bread basket, once you get food in your refrigerator, once you get the things that you wanted to get since you became, you know, recognized as the breadwinner, the ones that's going to actually make it and do something in life, how do your hunger still stay in your gut? You understand?
Yeah.
Like you got to take boxing and take life and take sports the same way you meet your mate, right? It's called the honeymoon stages. And once you get to the honeymoon stages, that honeymoon stages has to be all the time, not just a few weeks or a few months. And it's very hard to be disciplined to still look at the same person you said I would spend the rest of my life with and still be on that honeymoon every day, every month, every year, decades, then 2 decades, you see?
Yes.
So that's my analysis on how and why I had the advantage over most people in my era of boxing, because once they got a little taste of success from where we come from, a little soft. The bread got a little stale because they didn't close the bread basket. They kept it open and it got stale.
So let me just finish up with you here. That you're being inducted here in Nevada.
Yes.
What does that mean to you? Because you had some fights here in the state.
That means that my work's been recognized and it's been looked at as a Hall of Famer, and to be here recognized, we're a state that to me is the mecca of the world of boxing, and then you have Madison Square Garden. But we all know when you come to Vegas and you fight on the big stage, you have reached that star status.
Yes.
Period. I don't care where you fight at in the United States. When you come here in Vegas, you made it, especially on a higher level of the greats that came before me and the ones that's going to come after me or came after me or coming after me. So to be here like is the heaven and mecca of being honored as a Hall of Famer, and also looking at the DNA of the work that I've done over the 2 decades that I've been back and forth fighting here. Of course, I went almost 3 decades when my career ended. But it's humbling, but it's also reflection. And reflection is key, because I'm glad I'm in position. Not all the fighters that become fighters never become Hall of Famers.
Well, thank you.
All athletes that become athletes in sports, all of them don't go to the Hall of Fame. Not just boxing, it could be NFL, it can be basketball, it could be hockey. And I'm glad to be one of the parts of the few that can make it to the Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you.
Can you tell